think we had a wonderful season of Christmas music in spite of the pandemic. Congratulations on your hard work and excellent musicianship. Our church family and guests were really blessed with our musical offerings, and hopefully we blessed the Lord in the process. We begin our spring semester by looking back at Christmas just a little bit with our next anthem, One Small Child. You'll recognize this cover? The past several years, we would offer this anthem the Sunday after Christmas. This Sunday is the second Sunday after Christmas, so we're off for a bit, but who cares? People want to hear this anthem, and we're going to give it to them. Now for a few musical notes. You all know this anthem well, but we still have to review just a little. Form. This is a 4-verse song with no repeats. Just keep turning the pages from one page to the other. No need to look for del segno, all these repeat signs, none of that stuff. It's easy to follow. Just keep turning the pages and sing what's coming next. Phrasing and breathing. Even though this is a piece that we know like the back of our hands, the phrasing and breathing are a little tricky. So I consulted the section leaders and asked their advice. Please take a moment to look at the notes that I made in the most recent version of the sheet music. It's called Sheet Music with Andy's Notes. Essentially, we repeat the same breathing pattern throughout. Let's look at verses 1 and verse 2 and the chorus. Okay. So what we do here, we breathe at the end of measure 7. So look right here. We do this. One small child, breathe. One tiny child sleeping in a lowly manger. Oxen and sheep all gather round to warm the one small child. And we sing to the end. I added a rest there. So you can see my notes, my breathing notes, and I add rests here. I change notes, like that was originally a half note. I filled it in to make it a quarter note. And I think I did the same over here as well. Now let's look at verse 2. You'll see we have the same pattern in verse 2. That begins at the top of the page right here. One bright star, breathe. One shining star, dancing in the winter heaven, breathe. Traveler, search through the long cold night. Oops, I should have put a breath right there. My mistake. I better add that. Well, try to make a note to add that breath right there. I'm not perfect. But let's go to the chorus. You'll see the chorus at the top of the next page. Is that it? Yeah. So we do Gloria in excelsis Deo, and then the quick breath after Deo. A song is in the air, 2, 3. Breathe. And turn the page. And then, Gloria in excelsis Deo, it echoes everywhere, 2, 3, 4, off. So I'll be very explicit with my conducting and give you cutoffs and stuff like that. But you'll also hear the section leaders do that. And I better make a note to fix that breath mark. At the end of the piece, there is something we need to look at. Right here, we have share the joy which comes this night in the love to breathe of one small child. And that we have 4 measures after that. So I think all of these breathing marks should be good for staying together and for giving all of you adequate time to breathe. If we were working in person all together in the choir loft, it would be a little different. We could work through some of the stuff. But I think these will be good places to breathe so you can fill up with breath and sing through all the phrases comfortably. Dynamics. Essentially, the verses are mezzo forte. The chorus, which is the Gloria section, is forte. And the last verse on page 10 is forte. So the final verse we sing nice and strong. You can see, where is it? Right here. There's the final verse. It says forte at measure 53. Okay? In the spirit of taking things to the next level, I'd like to make a general note about dynamics. I would like everyone to be more aware of real dynamic levels. When you're wearing headphones, it can be a little more challenging to sing the indicated dynamics. Make an extra effort in recording this piece, distinguish between mezzo forte and forte. Now, there are no extreme dynamics in this piece, so you don't have to go overboard. Just try to make a distinct contrast between mezzo forte and forte. Video. Since it's been over 2 weeks since we made a video, I'd like to review the elements of a good video as indicated on the video recording instruction sheet. And I include that on every email, but let me show it here. You can see this little picture is a good way of noting what good lighting looks like. The first picture, obviously, you can barely see them. The second one has good lighting. So here we go. How to look good on camera? You need good lighting, a good distance from the camera. I recommend 2.5 feet, something like that. Good positioning in frame, head and shoulders. Head near the top of the frame, just like this picture. Sometimes I'll get videos that are like this. Too much space up there. You want to try and position it like this. Do the best you can. You guys are working real hard at it. Just try your best, okay? But these are just reminders. Good positioning in the frame, good background. Do the best you can. Neutral colors, plain, not busy. The 4 S's, sing with a full tone. Try to smile, a pleasant expression when singing. Sit up, stand up, with good posture. Now, I like to do really 2.5 feet from the camera. And look into the camera as much as possible. The primary objective is to sing the music beautifully. But when you can, make that eye contact so people who are watching the video online or in the congregation are making a connection with you. Try to have the music, underneath the camera, something like that. As much as you can, try to avoid the side singing like that, okay? Again, if you have any questions, you can ask me. And lastly, if we have some new people joining, if you're recording with a phone, you want to hold the phone horizontal. Just like you'd watch a television, that's how you want to record yourself. You don't want to record vertically, okay? But you can check out the rest of this. You have to use 2 devices. Most of you know what's going on, but if you have any questions, check the video recording instruction sheet. The last note here, the description box. I want to remind you what the description box is. Below this video, there'll be a little thing you can click on and it'll expand, and then you can see a description box. And in there, I have links to the sheet music. I have a link to the video recording instruction sheet, and I also have all the timestamps in the video so you can skip ahead to a different section in the video if you've already watched it. Let's say you've watched it and then you need to go back to the anthem part. You can click on the timestamp and it goes right ahead to it. Okay, that's the description box. If you have any questions about this, email me, text me, or call me. Okay, that's it. Enjoy making your video. This anthem is a wonderful anthem, and I know people will smile when they hear all of you sing it.